Hey guys, it's Cassie with Math OMG. Today we're going to be talking about vectors, specifically scalar, multiplication, and addition. Vectors are super simple and basic. It's the notation that usually messes students up. So I'm going to try and break it down, but if you can multiply and if you can add, then you can add vectors together. It's essentially the same thing. So if we look here on this slide, there's a ton of information, but mostly what you need to pay attention to is the formulas. So if we add two vectors together, u and v, we just add their like parts. So we add the first component in u, the first component in v, the second component in u, the second component in v, and that's our new vector. If we are doing scalar multiplication, if we have a scalar, so k, and we multiply it by the vector, we just essentially distribute it inside. And then here's kind of a representation of what that looks like. So when we add two vectors together, we can represent it like this or like this, and this would be your resultant vector, the vector when you combine them together. Or when you multiply, this is what it looks like. You either make it larger, smaller. If you multiply by a negative, it switches directions, but kind of the same thing. So let's do an example. We're going to do two so that I can show you how to multiply and how to add. You can also subtract. It's going to be the same principles though. So the first thing I would observe in here is that I'm given my vectors in vector form, so I don't have to create the vector. I'm not given two coordinate points and then I have to create the vector like on the other videos. I'm given u and v. So that's just what I'm going to write. U is -1, 3, and v is 4, 7. And then my mission, the first thing I'm going to do is add them together. And then the second thing I'm going to do, so letter B, I'm going to multiply by 3, just to u. Okay? And so my game plan for that, I'm just going to add. So remember, these are in the form AB, AB. So that means when I make my new one, I'm going to add the A from U to the A from V. And then I'm going to add the B from U to the B from V. That's going to be what I'm going to do for A. And then for B, I'm really just going to take that 3 and I'm going to distribute it into U. All right? So when we go through and do this, if we look at this, U plus V, so I'm going to take, here's AB, AB. So I'm going to take U, so -1. I'm going to add it to the A from V, and then I'm going to take the B, so 3, and I'm going to add it to the B from V. So this is going to be 3, 10. And then you can see it in this diagram. This is what it would look like. This would be the vector you've created. So you have U, and then you added it to V, and it ended up over here at 3, 10. And then for this one, when we're multiplying, we're just going to take U, which is -1, 3. We're going to multiply that by 3, so we're going to distribute it in. So it's going to become -3, 9. And then again, if you want to see what that looks like visually, I started at -1, 3. That's what the blue represents. And then I just enlarged it, made it bigger, so it went to -3, 9. And that's it. It's basic addition, basic multiplication. If you are doing subtraction, same thing. That's it. That's how you add and multiply vectors. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. If you want to get better at math, subscribe to my videos here. If you want more information on math, click on my website link here.